much, our viewers. Today, I want us to look at a very important topic on acquiring resources for the project, or what you call resource mobilization in project. And the point to consider before or when you are acquiring or you are mobilizing resources for your project. But before that, let us define what is resource mobilization. This is basically acquiring or managing the necessary resources to support implementation of project activities. These resources might include human resources, financial resources, materials, or organizational resources. But before you mobilize these resources, there are things that I want us to look at, or the point or factors to consider. One, you must set clear project objective. You must have objectives which are well defined. In fact, this well defined objective will help you to determine the type or the quantities of resources that you require to achieve the objective or this objective. Remember, the objective must be very smart, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. Because this is what the donors or the people who are supporting, or the people who are supporting your project, when you do mobilization, you look at. After that, you must conduct a comprehensive need analysis or need assessment. Remember, when you don't have a very comprehensive or robust need analysis or need assessment, you will fail to defend where, when, or what kind of resources you require for what purpose. If it is financial resources, let conduct a need assessment for the financial. If it is human resource, if it is material resources, you must have a well-detailed or comprehensive need assessment. After that, have a detailed budgeting for this need analysis report. For example, the human capital. What do you require? How many people do you require for the project? Materials. What kind of materials do you require? What is the cost of the materials? And this will include indirect or direct cost for the project. Then after that, you must also have a very diverse sources of fundings. Funding your project. You don't rely on a single source for your project. Remember, we are mobilizing resources for the project. When you don't have different resources, your project might delay. This can be include maybe government donation, government funding, partnership, maybe even the self-generated income and the rest. After developing funding sources, you also need to rethink the grant proposal from fundraising. This happens when you are getting resources from external. You must clearly have a well robust grant proposal for fundraising. You must have strategies for fundraising these resources. After that, you need also a good financial management system. Remember, when you are getting resources from external, you must show these donors or the financials how you are managing these resources. So you must have a very good, comprehensive, robust system to manage these resources. Also, we must redo a risk assessment for resource mobilization. Not for project, no, for resource mobilization. Just imagine they might be a funding delay. If you don't have a mitigation measures or the contingency plan in the case there is a funding delay, in case the scope changes, how are you going to mitigate this? You must also have a very good, a very comprehensive risk assessment and also come up with a risk register. You also need to think on collaboration and partnership. Sometimes you might fail to generate all the resources that you require. But when you have partner with individual NGOs, government agencies, and the rest, you also need you have an avenue to get your resources as fast as possible. Then don't forget, when you are doing resource mobilization, the transparency and accountability is very key. You must to maintain transparency in the financial transaction. You must report to donors or stakeholders, or you need to ensure that all resources allocated are used ethically and efficiently. If you don't maintain transparency, some of the donors will pull out. Also, you need to have a monetary evaluation system. This monetary evaluation system will enable donors or financiers to see how you regularly review the project financial status. After that, you need also to communicate and report the resource mobilization strategy and the rest. Those are some of the things that you consider before or when mobilizing resources. Unless there is a question, thank you very much.